Good evening, everyone. Once again, from the confines of my apartment, good evening to all of those in the United States. Good afternoon to some of those outside the country, and good morning. Today, I'd like to talk to you about consciousness. This is one of the topics in my book, A Journey into the Mind. I speak about the level of consciousness and subconsciousness and the reaction of our mind depending upon which one are we functioning. Did you know that subatomic particles cannot possibly determine precisely whether the fact that a reaction happened in particles has to do with consciousness or not? It has been said by scientists that perhaps the fact that particles of electrons react when they observe, when the observer is present, is due to our level of consciousness. And I would say perhaps it can be to the effect of our energy, because we are made out of particles as well. When it comes to consciousness, can we fully understand the level of our conscious, from the brain to the outside world to predicting the future? Can we predict the future? It has been said in six senses that our consciousness rules our reality, rules our present, and even further than that, our future. Is it possible that we can see the future today and the present through the level of our conscious mind? Our universe is such an expansion of ourselves, and even more. When we look at the brain and we understand the level of our neurons, how far they extend, did you know that if we were to take all the neurons and extend them at a length, it will reach as far as the universe? That's how many neurons we have in our brain. We do not fully understand the capacity of the brain and the consciousness level of a human mind. Why? Think of this for example. Have you thought of the effect of when you sleep, that you dream, and the fact that you dream your eyes are closed and you can remember, visualize, and tell the story as if it was happening now in the present moment? How is that possible? Is it possible that consciously we can see with our eyes closed? Which brings me to one topic. During my meditation, I had a lovely visual of meteors. I close my eyes and I can see them being launched from a planet. Just 1, 2, 3, and many, just one after the other. This is what they look like. Just like that. Just like that. Meteors. Meteors descending like pieces of rocks from a planet. Now, how is it possible that my eyes are closed and I'm capable of seeing something beyond the now, beyond the present, beyond our surrounding, our Earth planet, in the universe? Is it because perhaps I connect consciously and I know that if I do that, collectively with the universe, I'm able to perceive that which I desire? Of course, when I visualize, I have no idea what is coming through. But can I see it? Yes. And you cannot doubt the precise nature of that from me, because it is possible that we can see with our eyes closed when we are dreaming. So that's evidence that yes, I can see beyond the now, beyond the present, beyond the earth, above the universe. It is an interesting level of the mind, and I don't believe that we fully comprehend the extent of the brain, what we are capable of. that things can be in two places at the same time, that we can communicate at a distance, and that thoughts have energy, and that energy permeates from our neurons, from our body, from our hearts, outside, and we can gather information. We can obtain information that is not within our surroundings by virtue of the fact that we consciously connect to an altered state of consciousness at a moment in time when everything is quiet, when everything is a connection between ourselves, our higher power, and whatever is it that rules this world. Because whatever rules this world has such a great magnetic influence that it touches our neurons, our heart, our emotions. Did you know that if you laugh and you are happy and you express your level of emotion, it tends to slow down a little bit? And what that does, it helps you connect at a higher level of consciousness with yourself and your altered state of being. Yes, it is possible that your state of emotional being has an influence upon everything that you perceive from outside of you. The mind is a miraculous thing, and so is the brain. Scientists or doctors are trying to determine, is it possible to extend the age of humans here on Earth, a 60, 70-year-old? And I will say yes, it is. They're trying to determine which organism has the cells or the remains of human when they were younger, so that they can use that and enhance the longevity of our existence here in the universe. They are creating something in a synthetic way. I will say, if we want to know, let's look at worms. Isn't it a fact that when we die and we are buried, worms suck up on every substance of the flesh, everything that was there, everything that was part of us? Interesting, isn't it? And isn't it a fact that a mummy is not dead but alive? You want to know why? A mummy is not dead. A mummy has DNA, and DNA is what makes us. You can take the DNA of a person and rebuild another person with those DNAs. I don't know how to do that because I'm not a scientist, but I'm pretty sure I heard of the fact that, DNA is what determines our sex, our genes, everything. So why can we not create a human being from our DNAs? And if mommy can be preserved for thousands of years and we can find their DNA still intact and determine everything about their life, what's to say that we can create another living mummy? It's just a thought. I know, it sounds kind of wacky, but it's me. It's the way I think. I'd like to express my sympathy to all of those who have lost loved one this weekend during the Orlando incident. Know this: the universe is a frequency of energy. Nothing goes in motion that does not return, in essence, to build itself. Everything in the universe is being coordinated to work perfectly. Justice will be served in one way or another. Justice does not mean necessarily that blood is taking revenge with blood, that hate is taking revenge with hate. But there is a God, and there is an energy in this universe that encompasses everything that we are. And when that frequency or the heart of someone is in a negative field, it will encounter that which it feeds cannot feed positive. Therefore, justice is served. That's all I have to say. I hold no hate. I admire all religions. I respect all of them. I am not speaking for anyone in particular, but when wrong is done, justice will be served, and that's all I know. When you greet something with sympathy, compassion, and forgiveness, you have the power. Never, ever allow someone to take your power away, to demean who you are, to bring you down, to bring sadness and sorrow into your life. Remain happy, know what you're part of, and the power is in you. Namaste. Thank you for listening. This is Frances. I hope you enjoyed my music as well. Once again, thank you. Goodbye. And a good evening to all.